Hey Diamonds, welcome back to the channel. So you guys, you know that Apostle Joshua Selman's UK conference, I think it's the beginning of this month, right? And since the conference held amazing stuff, I I've just been holding myself back from making this video, thinking that I will hear somebody else say what I'm about to say, but nobody has said it, so I guess I'm the one thinking this way. So let me share my thought with you guys. So Apostle Joshua Selman is a powerful man of God. I personally, I haven't really been under his ministrations, so let me just say that first of all. And I've really not listened to his materials. That's just the truth. I have a lot of friends that have to say, "Oh, I listened to Apostle Joshua Selman even before he became like popular, like really, really popular." And they'll be like, "Oh, Tope, listen to him. He's your type of person." And I'm like, "Oh, no, but I've not just been like had the cost to listen to him, right?" So, but I know a lot of people that have been blessed by his ministry, that attend his koinonia and all of that. So let's just set that basically. So I just know him from what I see online when people talking about him. Also, the first time I began to notice him was 4 years ago, because I'm always on YouTube and I'm always on social media. I noticed that his content was everywhere. I was seeing his videos everywhere, but I would not just watch it, right? So that's the first time. So when people in my own personal space that is like raving, like, "Oh, you need to listen to Joshua Selman, you need to listen to Apostle Joshua Selman, who is a powerful man of God." Then when they moved from Kaduna to Abuja, it was around the same time that other ministries were coming to Abuja. So I've seen this billboards all over Abuja. I'm like, "Hey, yes, all the pastors are coming to Abuja." That's about it, right? Now let's talk about this UK conference. So when I can't even remember what was happening when the conference was going on. There was something major happening in my personal life, so I really didn't pay attention. I just saw the videos when people were like, "Oh, they organized such a huge conference and they didn't take offerings." So I just, to be honest, I wasn't even excited. Um, Strange for me. I just saw it and I moved on. Like the way everybody was raving, I really wasn't excited. I just saw it and I moved on. So a couple of days later, I just said, "Oh, let me watch this thing that everybody has been doing." I think like a week later, I was like, let me watch this thing. So I was even with my husband. I was like, let's watch this Apostle Joshua Selman's conference in the UK. So as I was even taking, okay, yeah, that particular evening, my husband was like, "Let's go for a ride." It was 12 midnight. So we were driving and speaking in tongues. So when he said, "Well, let's go and speak in tongues," so we're just driving around Abuja at 12 midnight speaking in tongues. So when we go back, when you've prayed in tongues for a while, like I just said, "Oh, this Apostle Joshua Selman's thing, let's listen to it." So as I began to watch it, I started having deja vu of LEKKI 98. So now, as I just like, because I was in the car with my husband, so we're night, like around 1 a.m. So we're just there. As we wanted to watch, as I just started playing it, I just told my husband, like, I'm reminiscing LEKKI 98. So my husband was like, "Oh, let's go inside." So he slept. I was the one watching it. So I was watching it. I kept remembering LEKKI 98 and Baba Deboye. So I was like, See that this man is the one that is taking the baton from this man. This is just up talking. No, I know. I'm just telling you in my mind because I've been pushing this video, but anytime I push it, something would. Why I even remembered again today, I was on Twitter and there was a girl who spoke about her Lekki 98 experience. I was like, oh my god, what are the odds? This thing has been in my mind for a while, and I just like, I'm not going to do the video, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. And as soon as I saw that story, because the story was kind of going viral on Twitter, I was like, Tope, you have to do this video. So when I watched it, I wasn't even thinking about what every other person was saying, everybody was talking about, and it was great. But I kept having the deja vu of Lekki 98. Lekki 98 was the crusade that was like the turning point of Pastor Deboye's ministry. And I don't know, I kind of sense like some sort of parallels between Joshua Selman and Pastor Deboye. So that's all I was thinking about. I was just looking at the whole thing. I know people have spoken about the fact that there's a revival coming to the UK, but I just have this tiny little weeny feeling that and you guys know that these men, they are going, that era is slowly closing out, right? And I don't know, I just saw it. I was like, this man, you guys don't quote me, please. I'm just an unknown person on the internet talking. Please don't quote me. But I was like, this Joshua Selman, are you people sure that the mantle of Baba Adeboye is not falling on this man? I don't know. It's just it's just one girl talking, but that was the feeling I got. Then I listened to, I think I have that video, but I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to talk about it because I'm not ready to be dealing with copyright issues. Where they were asking him, that's Apostle Joshua Selman, about his father in the Lord, and he mentioned that he grew up with different ministries, so it's not like he had like a particular person that he would say is his father in the Lord, but he was opportuned to be in environment where the ministries of different men rubbed up upon him, and they're not even the popular people that we know. And in my mind, I'm like I said, parallels. If you know the story about Baba Adeboye, you guys know that his own father in the Lord was not a popular person in that season, in that time. Do you understand? So, I when I was listening to him, I was like, I just prayed for him, right? Because, excuse me, I said, these people that begin to bring this talk of father in the Lord matter, that's how they did in the time of TB Joshua. They wanted to try that leg with Pastor Chris when they now found out that Pastor Chris' grandfather was among the people that brought Assemblies of God to, or it's not his grandfather, his uncle, his grand uncle or something like that, Assemblies of God to Nigeria. I don't know why Nigerians like to major on very minor things. You have to, be like affiliation, like God cannot just raise anybody from somewhere. So when they were asking him that question in my mind, I saw it on TikTok and I just said a prayer for him. I just said, God, help this man. that's the prayer. And his answer was really very wise. Do you understand? Because like he was saying, this whole father in the Lord thing, some people have turned it into a if I talk now, people will say Tope has come again. Some people have turned it into a slave relationship type of thing. I am not saying people shouldn't honor their leaders and all of that, but please, I don't even think I have the bandwidth for this conversation, so let me just stick to the parallels I'm talking about. So yeah, I just had deja vu sha, and I prayed for him because I was like, God, help this guy. Because Nigeria is a very one kind place. You understand? Nigeria is a very, very one kind place. But yeah, and even his gates and his persona kind of abusing me. You guys talk to me in the comment section. His persona is like Baba Deboye's own. That was the first time like I was actually paying attention. Because like I said, up until that, after that, I've not even sat down to listen to his message. Do you understand that? I don't listen. So I don't know. That's it. Let me not talk more than this. But that's I just had that deja vu of LEKKI 98. I remember LEKKI 98. I was 7 years old at the time. Like I said, there's no way my mama will carry me waka go like we were looking for. But I remember LEKKI 98 because it was so cold that night, and we trekked. We trekked. Hey God, if it's based on all those things that God used to bless somebody, God is supposed to don't bless people like this, because we don't go plenty places. Like in 98, when they were building Canal Land in 2000, we're among the first people that, hey God. When they were building Canal Land that time, I still remember very well, because then people used to bathe naked and all those kind of things when they were contributing money for Covenant University. But we shall thank God, and it's a new dispensation. Okay, so when I was watching it, I felt a deep sadness, and the sadness, I don't know, was just like, is Baba Adeboye leaving us? That's the kind of deep. It was just a deep sorrow. Like I just felt a deep sorrow. Like I was happy for Joshua Selman. Do you understand? I was seeing that parallel. I had that deja vu moment. I like as I started watching the video, the picture in my mind was LEKKI 98. In the next day, I even had to ask my husband that after LEKKI 98, please, what happened in Nigeria? What were the things that happened? It was like, I'm overthinking this. Okay, be going. You are not part of my conspiracy theory gang. So I just like to know, because like I said, parallels. Okay, you look at these things. So I don't know. I don't know if Kononia is going to become like Redeem. I honestly don't know. But you guys should watch the man closely, okay? When I mean watching, not in a negative way. For some people, some people come on my videos and they're like, God will forgive you, repent. I still see me see trouble. Yeah, in my calling, this is my calling. I responded to somebody's comment. I said, do you know Deborah in the Bible? The wife of Lapidus. When I was 10 years, I talk about no way. Oh my God. Anyway, I pray for Pastor Joshua Selman, Apostle Joshua Selman, that this new phase, that Lord will strengthen him. When he begins to go through his trials, that the Lord will strengthen him, and his strength will not be weak in the day of trouble. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Share with me your thoughts. Okay, do you see the parallel, or it's just me? All right, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.